So let's get right into our live demo. As I mentioned, what we are going to be doing in this part of the video is setting up Docker, setting up a user on our Ubuntu machine. We're going to download and install Docker. We're going to set up a simple node application as usual. And then we're going to build out a Docker file. We'll package that into our Docker image and then we'll deploy that as a container. So let's get right into it. One of the things, and as I do this, we'll walk through some of the security best practices that we mentioned. One of the first things that we kind of talked about was not using our root user, highly privileged user, for running those containers and container images and so forth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just open up a terminal, and what we're going to do is set up a new user. That way we can use that particular user to set up Docker and all those other things and run our containers and so forth. So let's proceed with that. I'm going to create a new user. I'm going to do my user. I'll just call him my co-user, as in container user. This is asking me for my password for my current root user, and that should be fine. It's likely going to ask me for password. So let me create a password for this user. Retype that. It's going to ask me for things. I'll just say container user. Hit enter. None of those. I don't need to put any of those. Yes. And our user is added. So now we have a user called my co-user. So that's the user we're going to be using for setting up our container environment. So that said, what I do need to do now is switch to that user. So I'll just do su and my co-user. So now we're working as that user. And you notice now you can see here we're working as that user and not that root user that we had. So what I'll do is clear the screen, and I'm gonna do a simple update just so we can ensure that our package repositories are up to date. So I'll do a sudo apt update, and then my user is not. I'm supposed to modify that user. My apologies. So I created that user, but I never added him to a group. So what I'll do here is sudo. Actually, let me switch to that user. Let me switch to the root user for now. And then what I'll do is I need to add our container user to a group.